Hello and welcome. Silrace here with Conan Exiles, and it is time to build base. Tier 3 materials. So that is as far as I can build that direction. After that comes the NPC camp comes essentially in the way, so it doesn't allow me to build any further than that. So I'm holding that as the back line, and I stock everybody there. Now, what I want to do is I want to first figure out where exactly is coming that, for one, I want to figure out what are we building with, for one. I think we test out a few things here. And also figure out what exactly is the position we build the Wheel of Pain into. That's going to be the big deciding factor here. Wheel of Pain and the animal pen. Now, animal pen is obviously a little less of an issue, but the Wheel of Pain I want to have in a position where I can well, basically just straight up run from here and I can stick somebody in it. So it has to be here in the middle, so that essentially the staircases lead to it, basically. Both these and the other staircase lead right into it. Alright. But first of all, let's mess around, I suppose, a little bit. Get rid of some of this stuff here. Thank you. And now, let's mess around with some foundations and stuff. I want to see how some of this stuff looks, and I want to also show it to you. Well, the storm glass doesn't look horrifying. The Khitan is the... I like the Khitan. In general, I really like the way this Khitan stuff looks. It doesn't sit quite as well on the foundation though, which is my issue with the Khitan foundation. The Nemedian we are not... if we are building Nemedian, we are not building with Nemedian foundations, because I think these foundations look horrifying, like awful. However, the walls are fine. Walls are fine. The walls are just fine. I think we might actually not build... Storm glass here could be kind of nice look. Have a nice storm glass. How does this storm glass walls look? Just double check. Frame. Oh, the frame is that kind of frame. Whoa, okay, that's kind of fancy. And those sit really nicely on this. Damn, we might build with storm glass. I have never built with storm glass. I have built Khitan, I have built Nemedian, and I have built Turanian a lot, because I really like how Turanian looks. These things look fabulous. Really like the Turanian style, so there is that. Aquilonian we are definitely building in the north. That is happening. We're building that. One thing I do have a question of, I don't really like the Yamatai style in for this game, because I mean, it's obviously it's Japanese inspired, right? And I don't think it really fits with the aesthetic for Conan. However, what I am curious about is, how does that look with Nemedian walls on it? So let's say if we do like Yamatai foundations and Nemedian walls. Oh, that looks pretty cool, actually. That looks very fitting. That's very stone. Oh, we are definitely building one of my bases with this style, for sure. For sure. Alright, we can get rid of that. I think we build storm glass here. A nice big storm glass citadel of some sort for myself. Or I leave this storm glass citadel building for some place where we build an actual, like, a serious citadel. And here, because here my plan is kind of simple. I want to build kind of a nice open area with like a tower there, or we can do my sorcery tower out of the storm glass. and build the rest. I think I'm building this with the yeah, I think I'm building this with the with the Yamatai foundations and the Nemedian walls. I think that would look kind of nice here. And then do the storm glass into as my own like own sorcery tower at the end there. That will be my yeah. I think that will be what the what now? It wasn't quite as filled with rock as I thought it would be. Apparently. Okay, so here I want the other ramp. Or it could be... Yeah, I want the other ramp to be here where this ramp is. Okay. Okay. And then we get rid of this. And replace this with the with the Nemedian version, I guess, or the Yamatai version, something which looks like it's made of stone. Something which looks like it is made of stone, huh? Yeah, I think that is happening. Okay. Let's run this way and this way first. Then put this here. What the? Okay, there we go. I think I will do this. Make it look like it's you know, supported better than it actually is. Okay, I think that works. Fine. Can I get one in there? Nope. Seems not. Okay, how about I take that off? Nope, it doesn't want to go in there. Alright, fine. Fine. Now, give me a staircase, which is made of... Oh, right, I can't make staircases yet. That's a thing. So I have to do the staircase later. That means let's replace it with the sandstone stairs. Because I need a level or two for that. Or maybe I just got the level. Out of curiosity. Did I just get the level? No, it's 33 to make stairs. Alright, that's fine. That is fine. We can get, and this is 35. But I don't need roofs right now anyway. But we will probably get 33 while we build here. So, Yamatai foundations. Replace all of this with Yamatai foundation. Wait, why am I doing it this way around? I can just replace it. Okay. It's faster to do. That's how you should be building it. Yeah. Alright, let's go drop the stone and wood in my boxes. Okay. The limiting factor right now for me is the steel reinforcements. I have more of them being made right now, but no. Still lacking some. Still not gonna have as many of them as I have all the other materials. Right? Okay. Now, question, how wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we can easily fit. How do I cordon off the area that is going to be the Wheel of Pain? Because the Wheel of Pain has to happen in such a fashion that I come through here and I hit the Wheel of Pain, basically. So from here, it has to be basically 4 in that direction, another 4 in that direction. Kind of. No, I mean, it can be a little decentralized. Decenter from it. Doesn't have to be exactly on that. Could be a little this way. Right, I'm not going to worry about too much if this is not an exact science of like... So if the stones are not exactly in correct directions always. Doesn't matter that much. Okay, let's add the layers onto this side now. Which I need to make the staircase. Although it could be just this ramp on this side. And then staircase to the ramp. Yeah, I mean, that could be. Don't need a staircase necessarily on this side. Most of my thrall pulling will be coming from that side, and here we could leave this ramp here. Don't necessarily want to build it out like just from this ramp, and do the same thing as I have there, I think. Yeah, let's do the same wedge situation as I had on there. Like this. And alright. I forgot my damn... I pulled everything away. I meant to keep a few so I can build the stairs, huh? God dang it. I meant to keep a few so I can build some stairs. Okay. Again, a reminder here. This is played in single player and server settings are different than default. Which is why it costs me so little to build stuff. Like this. Right? Like that. Okay. And then what I want is... where is the... Yamatai. Want to expand this out on both sides a little like that. Just a little like that, expand it out. And then what happens is that the doorway is like right here. That's the doorway to get into my place. Actually, bloody heck! Wanted to build this with the Nemedian, right? Not with this. Give me Nemedian walls. Where's the door frame? Here. Where is the Nemedian door frame? And then we can just do a couple of windowed frames on both sides. And like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, alright. And now let's smack in a door even. Well, I mean, the door is not in a rush, right? This side, yeah, I wanna expand this on both sides just a little bit here as well. There we go. And do the same thing here. Now with the Nemedian door frame right here. Like that. And alright, Yeah, where the heck are all the doors? Really? Oh, right, the doors are now part of these. Do I want Nemedian doors or do I want something else? Arena doors. Ah, those could work. Those could work. All right, the Nemedian door frame is angled from. Ooh, I could smack storm glass doors. I could also. Oh no, Turanian doors were not rounded. I there isn't that many rounded doors other than the Nemedian, and the Frontier is also square. Yeah, we might end up having to use Nemedian door. All right, let's have a look see here. What does that look? That doesn't actually look half bad. How about we try, let's say, where was the other one? Stone glass. Oh, that looks kind of fancy. That looks kind of fancy. It doesn't look so very fitting though. And where was the final one? The arena one, right? Black Ice wasn't rounded. Nope. And I can't make one either. Oh, that looks very fitting. Although it looks like it's bolted from outside because it's the arena door, right? But that also looks very fitting right here. Oh man. Although, again, it looks like it's bolted from outside, right? Yeah, it looks like it's bolted from outside. Okay. Right. Now, take the walls off. Because you know what is happening now with those. Right? Actually, I could make it so that I can have guards inside here. And I could remove these. Yeah, well, question. How would that look if I put a square foundation there? Just out of curiosity. Oh, I think that will look quite nice like that. There's a tiny little gap there, which is fine. I think that will work. The idea was to not have a guard outside, because have guards inside, right? The idea was to put like a braziers here. Away from the door so that it's easy to see where the door is, essentially. Braziers right there. I could obviously, you know, put a guard out to stand outside. I could also walk. But I kind of like the way that looks, where if I am kind of honest. If I get rid of those and do it like this, right? Yeah, I kind of like the way that looks. Damn. Okay. Now, let's actually use... Yeah, let's use these. Let's not close it off as I was intending to. Let's use these. No, I think it won't work. Don't think it will work. Also, those don't need to happen. Because if I have somebody standing guard duty here, I don't think I can have somebody standing guard duty here because they are too close to each other. So that won't work if I have people outside. So in that case, those don't need to happen at all. And we just do the foundations, right? Come on. There we go. But what I want this to be is I want this to be 2 foundations wide. Actually, this is easier to build from above, right? like this. And these are, I'm gonna make these a little alcoves where I can put the stuff in. Right. Now give me a ceiling. Right, do the same thing on the other side. You see what I'm doing here? I'm trying to make this so that it's actually very durable outside wall, outer wall rather. And then up top here, I can position archers up top here. All along the wall we can position archers for anybody who's trying to push in here. I think I want the guard. Do I want the guards inside or outside? That's the big question. That's the big question. Having somebody stand guard to the outside the gate kind of doesn't really make like tactical sense, but I think it might look cool if there are folks standing guard to the outside there. I think that might look fairly cool. And do I want this to be one higher or not? I think this is high enough. I think it doesn't have to be higher than this. That's the good question, I suppose. Do I want it to be one higher or not? It would look nice and tall wall if it was one higher. It would really look. Alright. Let's first do the same on this side though. Right there. No, what am I doing? And also put in this ceiling, and there's another one right there. Climb on top, and then let's build foundations. Yeah. It's there, and then let's mesh it up at the same, I suppose. Yeah, that fits perfectly. Perfectly like that. Okay. So now, is this wide enough that I can get the Wheel of Pain in here? That's a question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is. Yes. Wheel of Pain can fit in on a just barely on a 7x7, I think. So 8x8 is the preferable, and 10x10 is fine. Now, I should mark off the area where the Wheel of Pain is gonna be. So let's say it is that 10x10. Let's use some Yamatai walls to make the corners, right? So, like, this is where I want one of those corners. And from that, this is where we do another corner. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Fits perfectly right there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 will be here. I could bring the whole thing like 2 this way without any issues. Right? Like that. So that means these can come 2 this way. It would be here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. One back. Right? Here. So those 2 away. So yeah, this here and not there. There. Okay, so it should be 8x8 now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, what? 7, 8, yes. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yes. Okay, that will work. We can have the Wheel of Pain right there, quite nicely. And then on this side, it's gonna be the animal pen. That is going to happen there. I think what happens with the animal pen is that we put it on 2 levels of foundations, maybe. Maybe. Because I don't want to circle the animal pen with foundations. Because that would take way too much space. Way, way, way too much space to circle it with foundations. Then again, if I don't do that, there will be no archery post above it. Can you fit... I think the damn animal pen was 10 wide, though. I think it was like 10 wide. I should do a test. Question, do I have the... I do have points available to unlock the animal pen, right? It is 3. Fantastic. And I'm level 32. Okay. So, wait. What did I need to make the animal pen? I have those and I just needed a couple of these things. Thank you. So, I think it was 10 wide. Animal pen. Yeah. Oh no, it's 8 wide. But the... No, it is a little wider than the... Yeah, it is a little wider than the... Okay, let's... I want higher vantage point so I can really see. You know what? Just use sandstone. Just to make a vantage point. Because I think it was like 10 wide. That's what I seem to remember. It was 10 wide. Animal pen. Yeah, you need 10 to be able to go around it, right? On both sides. And then it has to be very, very nicely on the 10. And I think it was like 6 deep. Oh, bloody... God dang it. Couldn't see the edge, so I fell. Alright, but overall I'm really liking what I like this concept I have here in my mind for this. Not enough contact with the ground, right? So it's like what? What is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 7, you know, thick. 7 wide. Or deep, I suppose. 7 deep. And about 10 wide. At minimum. Okay. Can we get that here? Can we get it here? Alright. Give me Yama-type foundations. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What? Is that 14? No, that's still 13, right? No, it's an even number, so it's 14. So we can get it on here, width-wise. Can we get it on here, depth-wise? So 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 6. I think we can get it here depth-wise as well. I think we can. This here might have to be gone on both sides. That's fine. That is fine. Okay. Get rid of those. I will have to move you folks, I guess. Yeah, I think I will have to move... Alright, let's move you folks outside. Outside the perimeter for a little bit. So that I can sort out this thing. There we go. There we go. Now, give me foundations. Build this thing with foundations. I think this needs to be one level higher than that. So that it actually looks like we have proper walls. Huh? Can you stop being invalid? Thank you. Okay, so let's say we do... Let's get on top again, easier to build. Okay, now comes the question. If I start it from, let's say, here, what I'm building with this, fine. Fine, I'm removing them anyway. So now let's smack down that animal pen and see if we can actually fit it there. Overlapping with what? The hell are you overlapping with? So it will go... What? Okay. That makes no sense. What if I build you from back here? Okay, from back here I can build you. Oh! Is it overlapping with these? Is that it? It considers those part of it and it's overlapping with them. Alright. That would make sense actually. Actually it doesn't matter which one I build this stuff with right now. See, like right here. Okay, now, let's try again. Yep, overlapping with another object. And now it would... Oh, it fits perfectly here. Once again overlapping. What? I think it fits well enough. If I bring it here, I think I can have... I think I can have two around it. I think. Building bases, give me those type foundations. There we go. Let's go get on top. Yeah, I think I can have two go all around it from here. Oh, just barely not. Dang it. Okay, fine. Back here. Okay, back there it doesn't have two. That's okay. That is okay, actually. So here, I think what happens here is we can take these out and do the same on here and replace those with the ceilings like that. Alright, and now I think we do another level so that this is nice and high wall. Yep, we're definitely doing another level here. Actually, here's a question. Do I even need those? Where? I just leave it open like that. Just call it a day right there. Okay. Alright, look at that. Ooh. Dang. Dang, that is good. And now, now I need my crafting area. And I think my crafting area is like... is through here, on a separate area here, down there. Yeah, I think my crafting area is separate. From this particular bit and piece. And then from behind the crafting area is the storm glass tower of mine. I think I run the too wide wall back here as well, like this. And then what I do is I remove this and replace that with stairs. Let's actually just, we can use sandstone stairs here right now. Replace that with stairs, and this is how you get to the crafting area on the other side. Right? Give me the foundations. Do I make the crafting area smaller? Nope, because I still want to have the walls run around it as well. Nope, I think this is too pointlessly complex doing like this. Let's make a door here. And... you know what? I think I'm leaving those actually. Because I do want it to be so that folks can patrol here, and we will do like a door right here. And have, oh yeah, this is where we open up this side and have guards stand guard duty here. Okay. Alright, 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 alright. That's what we do. And that still allows patrolling over this. On top of this, I've built the wall all the way around to it. Give me the median, where it is. Door frame. Like that, and then... oh yeah, let's use these dang arena doors. Like this. Damn. Okay. And a guard here and another guard here. And then more Yamatai foundations. I'm gonna run out of foundations materials fairly soon. How large is my crafting area? Doesn't need to be actually larger than this, does it? Because I don't need like a million different things on it. Okay. Do any of those need... Yeah. This is where we start to need stuff underneath it, huh? Yeah, only two. That's good. That's good enough. That is good enough. Let's fill this up. I think this is as large as I need the crafting area to be. Yeah, I don't think it needs to be any larger than this. Minus the walls, right? Do I have enough enough materials to finish this build? Alright. Here's a question. Yeah, the reinforcements are the issue, right? Let's grab some more of those. And I should have a bunch more reinforcements. Then I need more steel. Yep. I have a bunch more reinforcements. That's good. Okay, good. Good. I should have enough to finish this. Alright. First of all, let's get the dang walls in place. Again, two parts take walls, and then now we do alcoves in it as well. Like this, and build this. Good luck getting into this, you silly purges. Or good luck destroying it, I suppose. Is the... No, that doesn't have to be there. Oh, actually, yes it does. Because this is the second level of the full wall, right? So I think, yeah, I think this is the biggest it has to be. Doesn't have to be any bigger, this crafting area, and this might already be large enough. Okay. I think we start poking holes now. Like that, like that. Maybe just make 3 wide hole in here. Like that. Okay. That will work. I'm doing that so that I get more space. I can fill that up with stuff essentially. And I will do a few here as well, I think. But I have to figure out, how do you get through this to get to the tower of mine? To get to that tower where I live. And I think the tower starts from... Oh, it could be from the corner here. Could be from the corner here. Yeah, it definitely could be from the corner right here. Here is the other question. Do I want to make this, actually this middle bit, just a little larger? Just one larger so that I can get the sacrificial pet on here. That's an interesting idea. Maybe. So that this middle area here is a little wider, so that I can have the you know, sacrificial thing on top of it, on top of the wall, where we sacrifice fools to the dark gods. I think that could work, actually. Man, this is going to be a massive freaking square wall here. Oh, this is amusing. Because I want the sacrificial, like the sacrifice thing to be kind of close to the Wheel of Pain, so that, because I have to drag people to that as well. And if the Wheel of Pain comes down there, I could have the sacrifice stuff, like, either it could be inside this. It could be inside. Oh. It could be inside that. Like, let's say, to put a door here. And maybe another one, like, right here. And we enter inside this whole dungeon complex. I make it three deck. And that's where the, where I do my sacrifices. Inside this thing. Oh, I like that. I don't remember how large it was, though. Man, it can't be more than three large, though. Alright, let's dismantle this metal here. And play around with this idea. Alright, so. Give me some walls, first of all. Door frame. Like here. And another one right here. They don't have to be the same door frames. And then, like, one door frame here, which goes to the crafting area from the back, right? Like, right, like that, I think. And then it is this wide. I step in here. And oh, I could do 2 door frames into the crafting area. Like, put them here, and then this middle area is where we... Oh, yeah. I think that looks... that would work. Like this. And then... don't do windows into the sacrifice area, right? This has to be too high, I think. 2 pieces high. Come on. Work with me here. Now I have this middle area where I can put the sacrificial pet and stuff. Question. I was just thinking, do I want the doors to go through on both sides instead of having this zigzag thing here? I could also move this door inwards one. And just fill this with foundations, make it a little smaller area. I think that might be better. Doesn't have to be this big. After all, it can be a little bit more claustrophobic. Yep. Let's move those. Yeah, so the doorways are here. And then we... Where is the fancy Yamatai stuff? Come on. And here... Really wanted to go all the way to the top, huh? Alright. And now, give me the Nemedian walls. Okay. And then I need the Okay, I bet it fits. Yeah, it should fit in here. And maybe we can do some other stuff in here as well. This is where we can have our sacrifices. Away from the prying eyes of folks. Now, give me those arena doors. Is this where we have, like, actual closed doors? Yeah, this is where we have actual closed doors. Okay, I really like that. I like that. Okay, let's finish building. That made my crafting area even smaller, actually. Maybe we fit some crafting things inside, and this should still be large enough. Would not be an issue to be large enough. And now there is this much larger area in the middle, right? So now Wheel of Pain here, or Greater Wheel of Pain eventually. My evil stuff in there. Maybe actually that's where I do my sorcery. Maybe that's where I do my sorcery, inside there. Sacrifice fools and do my sorcery inside there. Then again, if I do that, everybody has access to it. Because slaves have to walk through it. Or is that the scare tactic? Like, sacrificial altar and sorcery benches and everything here. When you bring broken slaves, you know, through to be work as crafters, like, it could be worse. You could be on my sacrificial altar. That might be something we do. Oh, right, I forgot to poke holes into this. Do I want to poke holes into this? Yeah, I think I do. I think I do want to poke some holes into this. Let's do two. Like that. And give me a little bit more space for stuff. Come on. And in that case, what I do here... You know what? You know what? I wanna put the doorways in there. And then use the middle one as the door into this. Oh yes. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. That is happening. This should still... Yeah, that is still too wide, right? 2 pieces wide. Okay. Let's remove that. That is how we solve this issue, right? Actually, let's make that nice and claustrophobic, shall we? Where is the... Come on, Nemedian. So, door frame there, and a door frame right here. Do the same here. Door frame right here. Like that, man. Like that. And then we want Yamatai ceiling on here. Like so. And then foundations on top here. Okay. I can't say a damn thing. And same thing here. And foundations. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. Now, where were those arena doors? So, wooden block doors on here. And outside here, we still use these, you know, see-through metal bar doors. Okay, you get what I'm going for here, right? where this is the pathway through. You have to go in here, and this is where I put the sacrificial pets and everything, right? And you can have two pathways through on both ends to the crafting area. Oh heck yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. Right, that means we built the Stormglass Citadel somewhere else. And now we have massive freaking massive stone square, essentially. Well, or a rectangle, rather. But, oh bloody heck, this is nice. This is real nice. Now, granted, it doesn't look very nice yet, but I need to move the crafting stations inside and all of that stuff. Then we can start calling this like a workable place. And build a Wheel of Pain and capture some thralls and stuff. Oh yeah. Okay, so I kind of need to wait for a daytime so I can actually see how it really looks. But I mean, yeah, it is freaking massive stone rectangle, right? Now all I need is people on these walls, archers manning these walls, like a lot of them, and like braziers to backlight the archers, right? Yeah. Okay. This will work. This will work. I'm gonna leave those walls in place until I have the Greater Wheel of Pain placed there. Alright. Okay, so, now comes the only question is now, is how and where do I do the Yog Shrine? And I think Yog Shrine is gonna be at the very back here. Yeah, I think Yog Shrine is gonna be at the very back. And you get to the Yog Shrine from one of these. Oh, I could just make a doorway right here. Oh, we are gonna do an elevated Yog Shrine. Alright. This is gonna go for a little longer, this particular building here. I'm gonna make it so that you go through the middle here. Let's think on this a little bit. I want it to be through the middle, right? Staircase maybe like right here, maybe right through there. Oh no, I do want it to be too thick though, 2 pieces thick, don't I? So that it can be walked through. Or that it is an actual wall, you know, which you can walk on. So it could be it still could be like a doorway. I'm just thinking of like I'm thinking of having it elevated. Is what I'm thinking. Like, let's say where is my Yamatai foundations? Like, I'm thinking of having it like elevated to the same level, right? And the Yog Shrine is like what? 4? 4 by 4? I think it fits on a 4 by 4. Like that. So how do you get to that though? That's the question. Do I just make a little bridge up here? Oh, actually, it could be lower like that. And then there could be a doorway right on here to it. Oh, how about we... Okay. How about we do the doorway the same way we did with the other places, right? From that. Yeah, I like that idea. I like that idea. like that idea. This is how we get to the York Shrine, right? Oh, do we want the York Shrine to be on a circular platform? Because the York Shrine itself is circular. Yeah, the York Shrine itself is circular. But technically we could, yeah, we could have the York Shrine itself be on a circular shrine. On a circular, like that. Start from there, and then expand outwards. Right? Actually, I don't think we need... Do we want those at all? Maybe we don't. Maybe we want this. Eh? That is a square right there, right? That is a square. Then we fit a triangle. Trying to ensure that this actually works, right? I don't think it works, though. Oh yeah, it does. Calculating it wrong. Okay, we are getting to my crafting area. I need to move my crafting stuff, huh? Okay. Now we just need a doorway here. And it doesn't have to be a doorway. It can just be an open way to it, right? And we can get rid of those and replace them with staircases. Right? This is all it has to be, right? This wall is only two... Yeah, because I removed the one part of it. Let's fix that first. Yamatai foundations. So where all are not there on either side of that. I was just thinking, where do I do the extra space? Be at the corners like that. Okay, yeah, that will work. Give me ceilings. And give me ceilings. Okay. Oh man, this is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. This is gonna be York Shrine right there. Okay, it is daytime. I'm dragging this over an hour. I'm gonna finish building that York Shrine, but I wanna see how this looks from a little bit of a distance. Right, let's go over here. Now, obviously, this is massive. There's a massive freaking stone rectangle right there. With like one door. Oh, I seem to have placed one there wrong. Yeah, that's a massive freaking stone rectangle. Alright. Now we surround with palisades the... that thing doesn't go all the way down, huh? Let's start. Okay, now it does. And I think I had one here. Give me those Yamatai foundations. But first, we'll have to move some of my crafting stations, huh? Let's just put the materials in here for a sec. I will rebuild them all once we get inside, huh? Once we get inside. You know what? I'm holding on to those just in case I need to build any more staircases. Okay, so do I want this to? How large do I want this to be then? I don't think it needs to be too much larger from here. Yeah, I don't think it needs to be much larger than this. Where did that go? I think that might already fit the yoga shrine, maybe. Okay, what did I need to build the yoga shrine? I do have yoga, right? Yep, I have acolyte of yoga. Feet of yoga. I have to remember it gets a little bigger at the rear. What did I need to build it? Crafting stations, religion, yoga. I need bone. Bone and yeah, I have twine here. Did I have bone? I have 2 bone. God dang it, game. Give me my weapons. I need bone. Of all the things to not have. Not enough bone. Pickaxe. You know what? We can use the iron pickaxe for this. Just... There was a rabbit here. Can I get bone out of you? Haha! See, that fixed it. Now I can build a bit of yoga. God dang it. Okay, let's get up here. This is not high enough though. This is not high enough. Let's grab here. Fine, I can use those. Because it needs to have enough space behind it. It looks a little crooked, but that's fine. It's fine. We look a little crooked. I mean, bit of yoga is a little crooked. Anyway, let's fix this. Yeah, this should work just fine here. Work just fine. Ah. Bit of yoga. Oh man, that is amazing. And I can even put like people around here. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. We have bit of yoga. Okay. Right. So, with all of this building done, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you folks next time with more Conan Exiles.